Exactly. And we have a ready call for round 2. Guys, that was a very quick round 1. DN takes it 1-0. We're starting round 2 on Summit. BK versus DN. BK is starting on Marines this time, and they are starting in sub-access. DN starting their alien game in Atrium. Skulk Pack coming down. Boom. Cole. Golden coming in through Pipe Junction and splitting off into Crossroads and Pipe Junction. Cole and Golden come through maintenance access, gonna sneak up on Bill and Derriere.
And look at this, in true DN strategy, Rantology has jumped on a Gorge right off the bat, so they're relying on just 4 Skulks to get the work done on the attack.
Yeah, and they know they can. Like, that's the thing. They have the skill to do that, you know, and to have a team that knows that is so key.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that I like here is, first of all, Kerkri has come out of the hive. He, no, actually, Blue is their commander. So I'm sorry, their Kerkri was just the commander on Marines. He is not their alien commander. But, you know, you can see with this Rantology Gorge play just how important good res flow is to DN's strategy. They definitely played that early lead snowball effect and like to carry with that res control.
Yeah, push in data core Rantology. Their Gorge for DN goes down. Bill goes down and Derriere gets taken out by those 3 Skulks. DN now moving in from data core, gonna take out Durden in ventilation. They are on his heels. Durden just trying to backpedal and shoot, takes out Cole. Boom moves in for the kill, takes him down. Bill comes in out of nowhere. Boom is hiding with no health, gets taken down, and we got Kerkri. What is that?
Kerkri.
Kerkri? All right,
yeah,
I'm sure I'll
French.
Okay, Kerkri gets taken down as well. Rantology there in Pipe Junction, watching BK move into data core. They are going to take down DN's RT there. And DN looks like they're just going to be a little bit too late to save that RT.
Yeah, just a little bit. So definitely some better play coming out from B Club this round, although we do see that Computer Lab has gone down. But they're still on 3 res nodes while DN is only on 2. We have not seen Crevice go up. They're not even assisted over to Crevice at this point. I think they may have just decided that Crevice is not something they're going to care about in this game. We have 2 Breakfast Club Marines, XTC men and Breasthound are in Crossroads waiting, I think they're just waiting for enough res to drop that res node. But that you can see that there's a drifter in there, so Cole and Kerkri know exactly where they are. They're going to go ahead and push up into Glass Hallway and go for some harass, while you see Bill and Derriere are going to push in from Data Core and stop that expansion.
Yeah, Breasthound and XTC Man is going to definitely meet some resistance there in Reactor Core. They are just going to get taken out. Those other Marines that were in Data Core are coming in to try to reinforce, but it's going to prove way too much. Durden sneaking around in Crevice, but there is a well-placed drifter there. So they know that he's there around the map, and BK gets slammed back to their base.
Yeah, you know, I like that they left 1 Marine in the form of Bill to kind of hang out in Data Core in that corner. You know, they got plenty of kills up in Reactor Core when they made that push, so it was a 3-for-3 exchange on kills there, and it has kept them from expanding quite as fast. We do see that Crevice RT is now finally going up. We have 3 Skulks in Crossroads, 1 over in Flight Control who's going to hit. That's Rantology who's going to hit that RT, while we see that they're paying a lot of attention, Breakfast Club, to Data Core. I think they want to lock that down ASAP and prevent the DN from you know, establishing over there, because it seems that they've been pushing that side much more aggressively than they have the left side with Flight Control. There are plenty of Skulks over in Flight Control, though, to take down that res node, and while a third is hitting in Computer Lab, Durden and Derriere go ahead to defend Computer Lab, but Kerkri and Rantology are there, and Durden may get bum rushed from behind here as Derriere heads towards Crossroads. This is a bad positioning situation for them. They are not going to hit, though. That was actually a really good opportunity for them to take out Durden, but they're not going to capitalize.
Yeah, now these 2 Marines are moving into Crossroads right now, but that drifter is right there, relaying map information there. They stayed behind in Computer Lab to take down that RT, probably going for more of a resource hit than one Marine left on the field. Summit reception, we got Derriere and Durden in crevice right now, taking down another RT. They're just going to exchange right now. Golden and Blue coming in to try to save that RT. 16%, 15%. I don't know if they're going to actually be in time. Boom has joined the fight. Now Durden and Derriere are in trouble. 23%. Blue healing that RT up to 28%. This is a great fight that's happening. And those Marines end up going down. Now, if we look at the map, we know that they were assisting, DN was assisting into data core, but BK seems to be very determined to keep that from happening, so it looks like they have switched and quite possibly go to flight control this time, but we'll see how that actually pans out.
Yeah, we're going to see a little bit of a confrontation here in Crossroads as Breasthound meets Erantology. Boom is going to split off and let that be a 1v1 as he goes down and tries, I believe, to take out Computer Lab, I think is what he's going for, as that has been rebuilt by XTC Men, who is now pushing through flight control. XTC Men knows that is going to get a hit, though, as he turns around. He's definitely going to get there in time. Let's see if he can actually take out Boom, if we can get a first-person view of XTC Men.
Wow, and that was a first-person view of getting killed by Boom.
Yes. And very well played by Boom to stay behind that RT, you know, dance around a little bit, prevent him from getting a good angle, and he's able to take out both XTC and that RT.
Wow, and we do see DN very aggressive. Didn't care that BK was pushing data core. They even still have an RT up in there, albeit 28%, but they don't care. Drop the damn hive.
Yep. So this is going to be a very tough situation for BK. They are definitely on a res advantage right now as Reactor Core res node is down, and DN has been sitting on 2 for the majority of the game. They were at 3 for about 2 minutes there, but you know, BK has been sitting on 4 for most of the game. Yeah, which again, knowing the economies of the two teams, of the two races, 4 for Marines is pretty much equal to 3 for Aliens.
Yeah, and we're looking at Rentology there, healing up that hive, making sure. Big concerted push here by Breakfast Club. They know that that hive just went down. They definitely want to stop this this expansion by Damage Networks. Huge fight going down. Bill goes down. Durden goes down from Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club in turn takes down Boom and Golden. What a great little skirmish. XTC Men and Breasthound now regrouping and moving back in against Cole and Rantology. And Carefree.
You know, what's interesting there is Bill was a little bit aggressively forward. He had some med packs behind him, but I think he was getting a little greedy trying to get shots in, and he wound up suffering for it. But they are able to get back there and reinforce. So now there are 4 Marines at Data Core with Rantology there on Gorge, Cole on Skulk, Carefree on Lurk, but here comes Boom on another Skulk. So there are still 4 Marines in there with plenty of health and plenty of range. There are no cracks on that Hydra. Rantology is there healing, but no cracks. Those Hydras are going to go down. There is now an armory being placed. I think they're going to go ahead and power build that armory so that they can go ahead and take care of themselves without med packs.
Wow, guys, we are seeing
very interesting play.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen in the middle of a fight an armory going down like that. 90% built, 98. It is built. Let's see if they can actually hold this.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. Cat Cop loves to play gambits. He loves to gambit with weird strategies that people just aren't used to seeing and don't know how to deal with. And that's exactly what you saw. Because DN was not used to being, having an armory drop in the middle of a fight like that, they did not come in and attack quickly enough, and that leaves plenty of time, and they're using this very much so to their advantage. Breasthound takes down Cole. There is nobody left there. Rantology is the only one behind. Those 2 cracks have been built, but again, 4 Marines in here with shotguns, and nowhere else on the map is getting hit.
Wow, look at this, guys. Breakfast Club moving into data core with a forward Marine drop, forward armory drop in the middle of a fight. I have never seen that. And look at this mine placement. One right there, one right there, one right there. Immediately, right when they got that armory up, they bought mines. One person bought mines and threw them all around. Boom! And it gets one down. That is just awesome placement. And that hive is definitely going to go down. Well played, Breakfast Club, on that very, very, very just unprecedented move.
Yep. Cat Cop, man. You never know what he's going to pull out. He loves this stuff. He really does.
Whew. That was
There's the phase
exciting.
gate to back it up.
Yep, phase
So-
gate now coming up in data core to link those two up. They just regained a lot of map control on here, guys. If you just see, they own now this side of the map, and flight control is still up for grabs.
Yeah, you know, the interesting thing is if they're going to be able to hold on to the rest of the map right now. Carecree has just taken down Crossroads. Computer Lab is down. Flight Control is getting hit right now as they try to rebuild Computer Lab, and it looks like it's going to be one person, Derriere, who's going to go meet up with Golden. Golden's very, very low on health, so he's going to have to go out and get out of there. He does make it into the vent. He's going to turn around and try and get Derriere as he reloads. Derriere reloads, and Golden's going to hide behind that box, but I think Golden is not going to be able to make it through. Yeah, there you go. Golden is going to go down as some nice med packing comes in for Derriere. That RT is very, very low on health, though, and I don't think yet. No, welders are up, but I don't think Derriere has one, so he's going to have to push straight through into Crevice and see if he can put some damage on that RT as Rantology is there to defend, so he's going to go ahead and play it a little defensively. But boom, coming from Crossroads. Uh-oh. Nope, Derriere is going to go ahead and retreat, and he'll be just okay as Weapons 2 is completed, and he's going to clear out Cysts and make sure that Flight Control is just not under anybody else's care but his.
Yeah, and now we'll see if that push, you know, from BK was worth it. I mean, they were fully committed to that fight. I mean, really, I think it was great. They only lost a few RTs in that. I mean, now they're getting a lot of pressure into flight control. 4 of DN's skulks are now in flight control. They quickly take down that extractor, and they are moving now into Computer Lab, which puts a lot of pressure on the west side of the map.
And there's the Hive Drop. So that Hive Drop is down in flight control, but Breakfast Club with 3 in Reactor Core, and they're going for the power. You have to assume either they're going to drop another Armory, or they're going to drop a Phase Gate. Yep, it's going to be a Phase Gate, as that power has not been completed. So my assumption is, yep, there it is. The Armory's first. We'll see if they follow up with a Phase Gate shortly thereafter. But again, plenty of DN players over in flight control. Blue looks like he's going Gorge to build that. Oh no, here comes Derriere and Durden. Cole is very low in that vent. They're dropping mines on the RTs. Blue has just finished his Gorge. He's going to go ahead and get his Carapace up and see what he can do here, but he's going to start dropping some Hydras. But Derriere and Durden are right there, and this is a big threat. I don't think they saw the Hive, but until just now, Rantology and Cole are coming in to reinforce, but Blue is already low. Blue goes down. The Hydras are not completed. Here come Boom and Carecree to reinforce. Can Durden and Derriere survive this? I don't think they can, but the damage is done. That Gorge is down. The Hydras are low, and that Hive is only at 38% grown.
Yeah, and over in Reactor Core, Breasthound and XTC Man coming into Atrium. Very little defense in there, and they do have that Armory in there. They're getting a Phase Gate up now, which gives them a lot more mobility around that map. We got 2 other BK Marines coming in from Computer Lab into flight control. This is a great game played by BK, keeping DN on their toes. Like, they're not even allowing DN to be aggressive at this point, because DN is just really trying to save their points around the map. Flight control now being attacked by Derriere and Durden. Boom goes down. Rantology is the only one left. Golden comes in, and he's attacking Derriere. Derriere might get him down, but ends up going down, and that Hive is saved by Golden. Now, big fight happening in Atrium. We see Breasthound and XTC Men coming in there, shooting up the place, and we see Drifter go down, Boom go down. Cole is there behind the pillars, trying to sneak up and get them. Wow, this is going to be great. If they can get some reinforcements up there, I think they would take this Hive.
Yeah, absolutely. But Cole and Carecree and Rantology are all there. Cole was able to take down Breasthound, and there goes XTC Men. You know, what's really nice about what BK is doing right now is they're putting so much pressure on multiple points on the map, and they are forcing DN to play this seesaw game of swinging from Hive to Hive. I mean, look at this. Breasthound and Durden are already back up in Atrium, and we see down in flight control, there's Derriere, and he's already putting more shots on that Hive and flight control. And meanwhile, Bill is in Crossroads building that second chair. There's a Phase Gate in Crossroads now.
And now Phase Gate in Crossroads, and we also have a Robo Factory down in Reactor Core, which is going to start pumping out arcs and start, they're going to start hitting Atrium, and That is just not good for DN. They really got to make a push at this point. I mean, with 2 hives, they're in a good place. There is a fade on the field. Cole is now a fade, which is going to help them out a little bit. They need to stop this Marine offensive that's coming in from Reactor Core and take out that forward base in Reactor Core. Otherwise, they're going to be playing defensively at Atrium all night.
Yeah, the only problem with that fade right now is that he has no blink and he has no adrenaline.
Wow, we definitely have. I know you guys are saying on there that you're losing FPS. I can tell you that that is Twitch. I have not dropped any frames during this cast. So sorry, that seems to be a Twitch problem.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
And right now, Breakfast Club is very, very content to just hold Reactor Core, hold the rest of the map. I don't think that DN is even aware that a chair has been dropped in Crossroads yet, so they're going to start seeing these nano shields come out, and not knowing where that chair is a huge advantage for BK. They're certainly defending well, although Computer Lab is getting attacked right now. They're still on 6 res nodes, though, so that's not a problem. Only 3 res nodes for DN. And DN, if you look at that res map, has been on 2 res nodes since about, I'd say, about the 7.5 minute mark, maybe the 8 minute mark, all the way up to 15 minutes. So they have been on 2 res nodes for, 7.5 minutes now. That's not a good position to be in.
Yeah, they're sucking dry with res right now. BK doing a great job holding map control. If you look at this now, guys, on your map, basically, oops. BK owns this entire bit. That is BK territory right here, which is definitely a lot of the map. I'd say about 70% of the map is theirs.
And look at this, the first arc is starting to roll in from Reactor Core as Jetpacks just started researching. Oh no, look at Crossroads, we have a phase gate getting attacked. Rantology is going to pull off of that phase gate, though I don't know where he's going. As a push comes into Atrium, we see Derriere is getting absolutely overrun. Uh-oh, XTC Man is getting overrun as well. There are now 2 fades out. Golden is there too. I think they're going to start bio-bombing. Bill shows up in Reactor Core. He's going to try and stop this push, but I don't think there's any way that on his own he's going to be able to handle this. There are so many up there right now. Derriere comes to the phase gate, but it is an absolute meat grinder. XTC Men comes through as well and gets taken down. They're going to lose Reactor Core right now, and that means they have to make a push as Rantology is still hitting that phase gate in Crossroads. The phase gate in Crossroads is going to go down too. Bill comes through right in time, but here comes Boom to support Rantology. Reactor Core has been taken down. They are now beaconing back, I think, to get jetpacks. I don't know. No, that must have been a beacon.
They beaconed to Crossroads.
Yeah, they beaconed to Crossroads to defend that. There's the beacon to Crossroads as we see XTC Men, Breasttown, and Derriere there. They're going to go ahead and get that phase gate up. We did see 2 Marines over in flight control pushing at that moment, but we do see also 1 fade down now in sub-access, doing some damage down there. So you have seen all of a sudden what was a really strong position for BK has turned into a complete turnaround. Reactor Core is gone, but all the while, 1 res node. 1.
Yeah, they're sitting on 1 res node. I have to say, DN, that was a great push into Reactor Core. They needed to do that just to regain a little bit of map control, but now they are really hurting on res, and this is where we start seeing the difference in the res game, right? Like, you can do a great push like that, and oh my god, it was successful, but at the end of the day, this is where that res in the beginning really starts biting you.
Yeah, and so the beautiful thing for Breakfast Club is they can be confident that they can lose some skirmishes, they can even lose some buildings, and they're going to be able to rebuild because they have res flow. They're sitting on 4 res, and 1 is going down right now in Data Core, though that is saved by Bill. But they're pushing in simultaneously on flight control, and again, they just took down Crevice, so that res node that came up for DN in Atrium is still going to leave them only with 1 res node. So if they lose any life forms right now, it is a big problem.
Yeah. They would be really screwed. DN, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at this map. DN would really need to pull out a miracle at this point. 1 res nodes, 8 team res. Look at their personal res. 8, 3. The highest is 30.
Yeah, they really, really need to just hold. Blink has just completed, so those 2 fades that are on the field have all of a sudden become much more of a threat. And they have to just be patient, be careful, and prevent any large attacks that are going to put these fades at risk. So it's a very precarious situation for them.
Yeah, and you know what? Weapons 3 is just about to be done against Armor 2 shotgun jetpacks.
Oh my goodness, look at this down in Computer Lab. There's a 4 push from DN, 2 fades, a Skulk, and a Gorge. There's the beacon. They're going straight for the power. And oh
this
boy,
is not good.
There's 4 of them. This is not going to be a good situation. Cole's very low on health. He's going to go down. Oh my goodness, if they can chase. Derriere cages Cole and gets him. Oh, fade down. That is a problem. That is exactly what they were trying to avoid. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was crazy. He was at 10% right around that corner and then just got nailed in the back by a pistol. Oh wow, what a great shot by Derriere. Whew.
That chase. That Derriere chase. Oh no.
Wow, Atrium now coming in with 3 jetpack Marines. These guys, there's a scan going down in Atrium. This is not good. Boom in there.
So low as well.
There's eggs all over the place. They're just going to be floating around like crazy, killing eggs as they should, killing life forms as they pop up and slowly take down that hive. We're seeing reinforcements come in.
And
Boom has died as a fade. Wow, this isn't good for DN. This is close to the end, folks. What a well-played game by BK.
That was just a beautiful counter by BK. You know, that push into sub-access clearly backfiring in a huge way on DN.
Yeah, DN, you know, grouping up, like as we said, too little too late into the reactor core push. Fantastic push, but, you know, they can't maintain a forward momentum, you know?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. So, right now we're just seeing like these guys float around all these aliens in Atrium. DN really trying to stop this. We are seeing, I'm sorry, was that welder kills? Was that 3 welder kills in a row?
Oh my goodness, and the hive has gone down. They just lost Crag, they just lost Blink, they just lost Biobomb, they just lost Leap. I'm pretty sure that's GG right here, as they only have 6 eggs in flight control. Yeah, this is virtually unrecoverable here. And really, like we said, I mean, they backed themselves into a corner by not having any res to work from. So as soon as they lost any life forms, this is what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
There's nobody's going fade anytime soon. There's the GG.
There it is. Oh man, that was so exciting, Nietzsche.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic game, guys. Played by Breakfast Club in round 2 against DN. These two teams go 1-1 on Summit.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Well played counter. That man, kudos to Cat Cop on the instant beacon.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, what really turned it for them, I think, was that push in Data Core. You know, like that armory drop in the middle of the fight in Data Core shifted the momentum of this fight.
Yeah, there were definitely 3 moments that took that from you know, even to being a winning situation. The armory drop in Data Core, which was poorly responded to by DN. I don't think they knew what to do with that. So really good job dropping that for Cat Cop and then getting that built up. Stay on target.
Yeah.
I'm not casting, so you can't see, but actually, Cat Cop just sent me a Steam message saying "Stay on target."
Oh wow, that was awesome.
So the armory drop in Data Core, followed up by the counter on that push. You know, obviously they lost Reactor Core, which was very harmful, but they were still doing very well on res at that moment. And while DN was not, they were on 1 res node at that point. And being willing and able, as we said in our previous match that we cast earlier today, being able to take those losses and just take it on the chin, say, okay, whatever, we're moving on, let's do this. Not folding and being able to take a very strong and coordinated and well-timed push into sub-access, get the instant beacon, and then Derriere to chase down Cole on that fade and get that kill. That took it from being a potentially precarious situation, having just lost Reactor Core, to an instant GG.
Yeah. I again, like the momentum shifted on that map in favor of BK. They just turned it right around on them and just kept the pressure going. Right when the momentum changed, they seized that and they just kept going, kept going, kept going. DM was playing a defensive game the entire time from that because Breakfast Club was everywhere. The placement of phase gates, the moving around, locking off the sides of the map that they needed to lock off. Again, amazing play.
Yeah, chat is going crazy right now.
Yeah, and I see that they just saw the triple welding kill. Guys, I have never seen that. I actually was like dumbfounded when I saw the icons on the top right of my screen. I was like,
yeah,
what? Did I just see that?
that was insane. That was absolutely insane.
Oh, guys. All right.